everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of April 2023 for the sign of Cancer. If you have Sun, Moon or Rising in Cancer, or if you're a cusp watcher and there's someone who's dear to your heart and they're a Cancer, and you would like to know how April is going to be unfolded for them, this is the video that you might want to watch. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel. If you're interested in a private reading with me, please find my email address in the About tab. With that, let's start the reading and see what kind of messages we are going to hear about for April 2023 for Cancer. Well, we begin with this message. I see some of you are getting to know about something. Something is coming out, something is being exposed, something that maybe was hidden from you, or maybe some people try to hide it from you, or somehow it was hidden from you. It is coming out. You will receive some signs, you will receive some signals that you can know there's something going on. There could be a leak somewhere, maybe your car. Some of you have parked your car and then maybe you go to the parking and you see that there's some oil below your car, or there's some kind of leakage, something like that. I don't want to say necessarily a problem, but something, some incident becomes familiar to you, and it doesn't necessarily need to be bad, but you get to know that with feelings that someone has for you, and you start to kind of receive signals, and something will leak. Maybe it can be some kind of news as well. Wow, this is so beautiful. Two people are sitting at a table. This is very, very clear, and I'm sure all of you can see that. There is a third person either present there, or their opinion matters. Like one of these people can go and actually check with the third person, or another person needs to give a go ahead. Very interesting. There are a lot of messages. There's a lot to say here. I'll try to go through all the messages here, but there's a lot going on. Some of you are dealing with a complication. Maybe for some of you, I can say that you might have, if you're a female energy, you might have a problem or issues with family of the person who you have romantic relation with, your husband, spouse, partner, boyfriend, probably. There is something behind the scene that maybe their parents or someone else is trying to put in their mind, and you might see different actions from them, or maybe something that doesn't make sense to you. It's because they have been triggered by other people. That's one thing. The other thing is that someone might be called for a confrontation, and there might be evidence that is brought. Other people are working on this, and then they're working together to bring evidence or something, and then the other person that I can see here might be surprised that there's so much evidence, or like they will not have much to say. There's some kind of confrontation that brings some level of confusion or surprise to some people. For others of you, again, there might be a scenario that I see a story. Again, it's not for everyone. Very few people might this might relate to them. They might find out that their fiance or boyfriend is in a relationship with another person, and or in an arranged marriage, and they are getting married actually, and they're cutting this person out from their life. So this might come as a surprise. There is a disappointment for someone. Other than that, I can see that, and then someone might again send a ring back, because I see a ring, but there is a table. There is still discussions going on. I don't see any decisions final. All of this that I just mentioned are happening, or energies are present. It's nothing final, nothing is solid, and it might be just thoughts in someone's head, and it might never manifest. It might never come as a conclusion and action. So just be aware. And the reason I'm doing these guidance sessions is just to give a hint to you, a forecast of the energies that's sorry around you, so that you can have it in your mind, and if something like this is happening, you're aware. So this is just to bring and create awareness for you. there is something, there's a family thing going on. Some, at least 3 or 4 members of a family, like an adult people, are working on something behind the scene, and they don't want things, they want to change something. But again, this is their thought, and I'm not saying that it's going to be in action. Someone might receive an IV. Maybe someone needs to take some IV because of, I don't know, it could be infection or dehydration, or maybe someone just needs to go to the hospital and get checked and receives an IV. Definitely, there's discussions and arguments about a marriage, about a ring that has been given to someone. They might want it back. For some of you, again, a few of you, not everyone, I can tell you that there is maybe they bought a ring and then they want it back. Maybe there was a mistake. Maybe it was probably not the right size. Something like that. One ring needs to be is called back. Again, keep it. I keep it at this level of information. That's all I can say. You can interpret it according to your scenario if it applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, just leave it. On the other hand, I can say other people, if you are a jewelry maker or you are working with gemstones or jewelry, this is going to be a fantastic business. You might have started your business, or maybe you're selling, maybe some items were retained, but this retaining is going to actually in the end be good for you, because you might understand what kind of problems your work has, what issues is there that you need to fix with your product or the jewelry that you make. So receiving some of them, or some of them being retained, is not, I mean, it's not good, but it's an opportunity for you to make improvements and make things better, and you will do that, and it actually comes in a nice shape for you. Again, I see 2 people sitting at a table. There is a discussion that needs to happen. Again, this is another table. I see this woman that I just talked about that has this scenario with a family. This person goes to another person who's another female, and she talks with this person. This can be a mother, a best friend, or even a psychic that gives guidance and helps this woman come out of this anxiety and actually move forward. This could be a Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, so water energy. I definitely see water energy, and that's really, really interesting. There are a lot of messages in this. But your sorrows, if you identify yourself as this person that I'm saying, that you're heartbroken, like some family problems are going, or your fiance or boyfriend is cutting you off their life, or any kind of problem, this person can cross it. I see letter Z here. They can help you to move forward and or find a solution. And I see this person's heart is actually broken. It's very hurtful. Again, I told you that I don't see actions, I see energies and thoughts in people's minds here, so nothing is solidified. So maybe with the help of a therapist or someone, a father, a mother, sorry, I see them as female. Maybe their name starts with Z. Somehow I see Zara or Rose. This person might help you just to give you guidance that how you need to either get rid of these people or make things fine with them and move forward. But definitely there is a way out. There is a path out, and this person who I'm seeing here, that could be you, Cancer, you will get a pass. There's also reality that needs to be shown to you. Someone might come to confess. Someone might, again, on the other hand, maybe I strongly feel the energy of marriage, arranged marriage. Maybe someone who was supposed to be your husband or your spouse, they come and actually tell you that this was an arranged marriage and they don't have any feelings, they love someone else, and they want to just go. And maybe even their parents are not happy with this. Maybe there's a chaos at their family, but they will do that. And you might be, and this Cancer actually might be heartbroken, but again, this brings a clarity for you. This comes from their honesty, from their good side. So take it as a blessing, take it as an opportunity that you can find your life, and you don't lose a lot of many years that you were going to live with this person without knowing that they don't like you or they love someone else. So even if it's happening for you, again, for a few people, take it as an opportunity. Basically, be thankful that you know now, and then definitely, as I mentioned, there is a path out, and you will forget this. You will recover from it. So don't worry. Someone is making wine, maybe at home, and maybe you're doing this DIYs, making your wine, and it could be wine from pomegranate, pear, or peach, um, and it's aged. Maybe someone also made this wine and they forgot about it. Maybe your mother did, your grandmother, someone. You might find it. Also, you might find some valuable old something that is actually very valuable from someone that left it behind. Somehow you might receive some kind of gift from someone, or something pleasant is going to happen, but it's like a wine has been aged, and it's actually at the level of perfection. um, Someone is trying to cheat on their exam, maybe using their cell phone or somehow their earpods. Be careful, they are monitoring, and they are, maybe there are cameras on the in the exam, in the building, and you are being monitored. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing here. On the other side, I see someone who's working very hard, or they're studying very hard. Someone might have problems with their feet. I see their feet are swollen, so there's a lot of swelling. You might need to. mm, I mean, you could have hit your toe somewhere and it's now swollen, or there's some kind of problem. You might need to talk to the doctor. It could be that if there's a senior person, they have diabetes, and then they have to go to take care of this. Has been something that has been neglected and is not turning. I mean, the situation isn't going to be improved if you don't go to see a doctor or medical attention. This person might have a dog, and I see them as a male energy. Um, so if that's someone that you know they need help, they might not talk about it. This could be your father, and you might not know about it, or your brother, or your husband, even, or a spouse, your neighbor, your colleague, anyone. This person is close to you, and they have a facial hair. I see they have mustache, and they have a dog, and they have health problems, and they're not telling you, but they need help. There is an empty chair that needs to be filled. It could be at your workplace, it could be in your love romance. Someone is available, maybe someone is now available for romance, and you need to know that because this empty chair somehow relates to you. But for a lot of you, I see a possibility for work. Um, there's someone that really adores you or has crushed on you, and I see that they try to make it um, some like they try to be at the same place at the same time with you. If you're taking the bus together, or if you have a class or a conference or a meeting, they try to be there. And they are, I see them, they're wearing glasses, they have dark hair, and they're kind of clumsy for some reason. That's what I'm seeing. But again, they have, maybe you don't even know them, you don't even notice them, and you don't even consider them, but they're there. There are some messages that you need to know. There are some things that you need to be aware of. One was this health condition for this patient that I just mentioned. Um, some of you are helping others, specifically seniors. I mean, there is someone that might ask for your help, maybe even for money, and maybe they have letter N in their name. Um, and then you might pay the money in a way that you don't do it face to face. Maybe you just send it to them somehow, not direct contact, because I don't know, because if they're feeling bad asking for money, but I see that you give that. And this around this transaction that you're making, and I definitely see it's an online transaction from bank to bank or card to card. It's not like a cash that you hand them face to face. And with this transaction, I see a lot of butterflies flying around this. Very positive. It's someone that needs help and you're helping them. This person could have children that you're helping them, and it's in secret. There's a lot of secret things going on that you don't know, or you are doing that other people know, that other people don't know. So very, like, very, I don't want to say secretive, but some things are hidden. But you know, you are taking things in your own methods, you are taking things in your own hands. Someone is trying to know what you're doing. They are trying to find out what is going on, where you go, how you do. You're going to have an uplifted life. Maybe your lifestyle is going to be a little bit more um, high level. Someone is definitely getting married, and I see that they might give you a very big gift, like a basket, or maybe they buy you a car as a wedding gift, but there is someone who's jealous around you. If someone is getting married, be careful. There's some arguments in there. There's a lot of things going behind the scene with this marriage. If you're specifically getting married, I don't see anything bad, but I'm saying that there are things in the background that you might not know. Maybe you might not want to know, but just be aware of how things are playing, how things are moving in the background. That's always good to know. Let's see what we have in your coffee cup. Wow, someone is stopping. There's a stop sign. There's someone physically stopping a situation. For some of you, I can see that again. For some of you, someone might be thinking about committing a suicide, and they will be stopped. I see that this person is really tired. I see them as a young adult, maybe a male energy, but it can be female. This person is like acting crazy for past maybe months, and people are just done with this person. They're like, oh, this person is just acting crazy, but it's more than that. They might do this because they want to have some attention, but in the end it's not good. If you know someone who's around you who might commit suicide, please help them, please guide them to get some help, professional help in your area. Definitely you can call someone, a therapist. You can talk to them. If you're suspicious that someone is saying something like that, or you think they might do that, take it seriously. They might actually do that, but I see that this person specific that I'm seeing here, they will be stopped. I mean, either they will stop it, or they will be stopped by someone. There's depression for someone. This person has going through a lot of depression, and but other people somehow don't see it, because this person kind of lives two lives. Like, I mean, they have two version of themselves. Sometimes they're very depressed, but on the other hand, they're very active and they maybe talk too much. It doesn't show, or people don't think that this person might have suicidal ideas or thoughts. So just something for you. If you know this person, be careful and help them. They need help, but they'll be fine. They'll be saved. Someone will take your hand. They will help you. If you are religious or spiritual, the power of prayer is very present in your reading. I see the Scorpio. If your mom is in a Scorpio, if your daughter, this person is very connected to you, or your blessings for them or their blessings for you works really magically. If your mother sometimes blesses you, or she has some good words for you, it really comes into action. The universe hears her voice. If she says like, oh God, please save my daughter or my son, or oh God, please whatever, like give her health or money, this comes. Like, she has a very strong connection. For some of you, there's a magic coming, very beautiful, magical. One of your wishes is coming to reality, and you will own it. Someone is thinking about doing some eyelashes, work on the eyelashes, extensions, or eyebrows. Might be painful, but I would say that in the end, you say it was worth it. But again, it's up to you if you want to do it. Be careful about your, if you specifically ride horses, be careful for an accident or an incident. The horse, make sure that you know how to ride a horse, and make sure that you know the horse, because there might be an accident. The horse might go crazy. There's a little bit of energy, and someone might be might have an accident while riding a horse. And I see face injuries, so be careful if that applies to you. Someone's taking a sick day just to relax, if that's something that you can do. And if you're not really sick but you want to relax and just take some time mentally off from work, you can definitely do that. I see some of you are doing that. There are 3 people that are working together, and they're up on a mission. They can be angels, and they are carrying something to remove it from your life. It can be some past events, some feelings you had for someone. This is being carried out of your life. I see 3 people putting this past in the past, putting it in the recycle bin of the universe. And maybe it's your angels, maybe this is something that you have been praying for, and it's actually happening. It's being removed from your life. It's something negative and you don't want it. You didn't want it, you rejected it, and it's going to be removed. So if there's something that you're not happy specifically in your life, reject it. Ask the universe, ask your guardian angels, ask Archangel Michael, Gabriel to help you remove this from your life, and this will be happening. I mean, this is done. This is being done. There's a bridge that someone is trying to make. Definitely, I see Sagittarius. Again, I see a horse. Be careful with Sagittarius people. There might be some misunderstanding between you, or they don't mean something, or you might put an impression for them. There might be a miscommunication with a Sagittarius. Specifically, the same. You're the same sex. Like if you are female, they are female too. If you're male, they are male too. There's something that there is a weird energy of not addiction, but you guys are attached, but then you hate each other, and then you don't want to change, or you don't want to change the situation, and you can't let go of each other necessarily. You don't necessarily need to be lovers. It can be a sibling, it can be a best friend, it can be at work. You kind of don't let go of each other, but then you are kind of have frictions. Again, I feel a little bit of friction cancer with a Sagittarius. Try to give them space. At this point, they want to show that they are in power. They can put you down. They can hate you at this level. So let them give them some space. Let them some free pass. Give them some free pass. Whatever you want to take it. Someone is. I don't know. I see a big dog, but I don't know if your dog very funny. I don't know. Sometimes we see these clips on social media that dogs are being yelled at and they feel so ashamed from what they have been done, or they have been caught after they made a mess. I see a dog with that kind of face. So maybe your dog made a mess or did something crazy and you're yelling at them, or you're talking them down, and I see that kind of thing. It could be, if you don't have a dog, for some of you, it could be a friend, a loyal friend, that they accidentally did something that you are very hate about that, and you didn't approve, and they are really your friend, and they didn't really mean that, and you know that, but they did something really bad that you can't not say anything. Anyways, a friend is upset about what they've done, so just try to forgive them if you can. Well, my dear Cancer, that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And until the next time, stay blessed.